We're starting the vlog. Hello, welcome to the vlog. A little chaotic. I'm meant to be hosting the girls for I'm meant to be hosting the girls tomorrow, but it's not gonna happen because our drain is blocked and the smell is, it's just, say hi. Get your video again YouTube. Oh, okay. Look who I ran into. She's getting her butternut for tomorrow. But it goes with your nails. Kind of. Yeah. Here's my meat. I am in charge of the beef. I need to clean it up. And yeah, because I hate having like just fat and stuff in my stews. So I need to clean this up. The guy at the butchery, when we were having him weigh this out, we tried to explain that at Makura, we went with 3 kgs of meat and I cleaned it up as best as possible. You leave a little bit on, you don't get a little bit weird with it, you know, because you need some of that flavor, but I don't need any of this in the stew. I just don't. I'm gonna function with this as 3 kgs, even though I have to throw some of this weight out. We're working with this as being a recipe multiplied by 3 because the recipe calls for a kg. Here we are. The recipe for the 1 kg calls for 1 carrot, so we're doing 3 stalks of like leek, and then it says 2 large potatoes. These don't look very large to me. They look very medium sized, but I'll stick to it, or I'll end up adding 2 more. But just looking at the amount of beef, I think we'll be fine. And then I'm reading the ingredients on the steak rub, and here, I am so sad. I am so sad because I love this combination. But somebody does not eat garlic in the group. So now, it, like that already messing up the flavor. I have to come back here and just use a regular steak and chops, and yeah, that's upsetting. The recipe also calls for 1 roughly chopped onion, so times 3 to do that. I'm going to use a regular tablespoon because I'm not going to use my measuring spoons for spices and stuff. I use them for baking stuff. I can't use this because it's got garlic and somebody doesn't eat garlic in the group, so I have to substitute for steak and chops. And the recipe's times 3, so I have to do 6 of these, I suppose. I mean, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it says 1 teaspoon of this. Tomato paste, I need about 3. I don't think I'm gonna have enough, so I'll just work with what I have. I think I'm gonna need the whole tube. Definitely not having enough of this. Today's not the day to squeeze it as intended. Oh my god, like, oh. I got this just to add a little bit more flavor, and I'm gonna follow the instructions. To make 1 cup stock, use 1 sachet stock plus 250. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not, because there's enough spices and stuff, so I'm gonna use 2 sachets for this amount. And they look like that. Come with a thing here.
are their favorites. Now it's a good a time as any to get into what our theme was for the day and what brought it on and all of that stuff. My good girlfriends and I are putting together these little monthly get-togethers where we do a little craft, hang out a little bit, from chilled to a little bit more intensive and all of that stuff. And on this particular weekend, we had to move it a weekend actually because a lot happened. We were scrapbooking. That was the thing. We were recipe scrapbooking because everybody at the table loves to be in a kitchen, so it wasn't a stretch. It's also around Easter that we put this together, and we chose the theme 7 colors. Don't say several. Nobody says that. Nobody says several colors. We all know we say 7. Come away from us with this, Apollo, okay? And yeah, the girls and I were like, okay, great, let's make it interesting. Let's choose a recipe, a locally sourced recipe. So that would be from your favorite local blogger, your favorite local blog, your favorite TikToker, Instagrammer, and a published recipe book. Just choose a recipe because we're trying to keep it local as lacquer of it all, because 7 colors, it's such a thing for us, right? That's the thing you reach for, the spread of like sides and roasts around the Easter season, around the Christmas season and stuff. But the memory and instinct for a while now that it was learned, it was built, you know, there was yelling involved in some instances, and there was, you're not chopping right, and we don't want it to be that intense situation. So following a recipe, everybody at this table can cook. Let's get that out of the way, okay? They could have made any recipe off the top of their heads by mixing whatever they had in their kitchen, because they often do that. But we really did want to follow a recipe because that is so important. And not even just in baking, but cooking as well. Standardizing recipes is how you maintain consistency. And that's across the board, right? Like taste wise and everything. There's a reason you go back to your favorite restaurant and you're like, the pasta they make there is so good. It's standardized. Okay, you know the experience that you're going to get when you go there. You're going to get the same thing each time that's been worked on until it was like perfect for the person that's like developing the recipe. Recipe development is quite an art form. It's quite a skill to try and get those things to all balance out. And cooking from memory, is beautiful as it is, if you're going to want to ensure a certain kind of a quality, a consistent type of thing, not always the best. I feel like these recipes are perfect for caterers as well. It would be easier to multiply them, avoid wastage, have a proper understanding of, for this amount of beef, I'm going to end up with this amount of stew, and give or take, I'd be able to serve this many people. I think for like local caterers, people who cater on a smaller scale and stuff like that, this is perfect. Okay, work on your recipes. You don't need to follow somebody else's, but work on them. Like eyeballing I love eyeballing. It's my thing.
So these with the celery, well, mirepoix, right? That's what that is. They were supposed to go in when I was sauteing and I forgot. Okay, because I was recording with the same phone that the recipe's on. So I'm going to put them in now so that they cook down more than the potatoes do.
It's how you cook naturally once you've learned how the kitchen works and stuff. It's not to demonize that, but it's to say there's a place for recipes. Let's not throw them all out. And this is the beginning of my scrapbook, my recipe scrapbook that I've been meaning to start for, I'm talking eons at this point. But anyway, that's what we got up to. And we had a theme. Our dress code rather was Sunday based, obviously, because this is a meal you would typically have on a Sunday. After having been to church, coming from that kind of culture, the 7 colors of it all comes after a long morning or a long day at church, and you come home and there's this beautiful spread and it's time with family. You're sitting around a table, everybody's laughing, it's a good time. You get beetroot on your shirt, your mom is mad. It's a whole vibe. So it tied in all together, and it happened to tie in beautifully as well with Easter. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed your Easter weekend. So much love from Didi. Mwah.
I had a taste. I had a bit of a taste. It's really good, but it's gonna be even better tomorrow, which is why I made it today. What's already the aims? I have to cool this down. Luckily, I fall asleep at 3, so by the time I actually fall asleep, it would have cooled down and I can put it to the fridge. But it's so good. It's good. The potatoes are surprisingly cooked through. I have a natural inclination to cover my pot, so I love this little trick of leaving it open, and within 20 minutes your potatoes will be done like the recipe reads, like super done. Let's see if I can show you. Don't you see mine, I cut through that because it's done. Yeah, large pan to help it cool down faster, and then I'm gonna get it in the fridge, because your biggest worry is that aren't you gonna lose sauce? You know, no, that's a choice that you're making, darling. Here we are. These are cool. You're gonna go in the fridge. No, but I'm saying they not take, I'm saying that's an area. No, mom, you should search up like health problems that affect, I think, are they Gen Z or Alpha? They Gen Z or Gen Alpha or something. I get sensitive about one or two like little small surveys to let us know areas to concentrate on. When we were growing up, there was a lot of programs, the love life, whatever. So it's drilled in us, even though we're not using it. But when they don't understand the scourge that was HIV and things like that. It's like they just don't get it. Nah, I don't know. Hey, what are we? I don't know. Yeah.
That's it.
Very much so. I just miss my baking very lot. I'm getting excited. I'm getting so excited with the white napkin and then your underplates with the gold rim. I think that's gonna work. We don't even need to alternate with white and stuff. I would have loved a plate slightly larger than this in a different print, like a white, but I don't have one. And then this could sit inside that, but I think I like this. I think this works. How gorgeous, how gorgeous. Ah! Okay. You get a one, please. Repaski. Mañana beetroot. Mañana beetroot. Ba una kana mundo no ngoba prepare daw ya. Para ba diba fa so talk or something yeah the healthy. No conference ay.
Oh, no conference gancho. Ene phone ya ring asham. Phone ya ring.
Keman.
Ke
Ke bena ke mo di tsara drop ke mo khone ka pose. Ira futhi jana ido ba shapo ngas khone shoes. Yo ba ke bonya ke di ba ni shoes sa khone.
Buku ke ba dumit sa wena. Ke buku please.
Oh, please. Well done. I'll be leaving soon because it didn't work. Spool the door, Khaza. Mutu fita wena na mo. Ibedile ni balele. Le ka fatsa. On DVD. You DVDing in Nalamushe. I'm leaving. I need to go bath. Shimi, damana. Magoma willow get ready. Shim stop like dog. It's literally a minute of your life.
Where get up my jolly head?
Oh, that's okay, that's okay.
Bombi.
Bombi negre.
Little the fat.
Bueno, señor, manam.
Nagdaga Simpson.
Zamuri go button. Zenya go button ar kha kha kha. Ruda ga wena.
Awu. Nalimbone yakisa tsileriya.
Zaba bakana mela. Bueno, telephone.
Nangota zo mama. Yenzo no pay. Hey.
I'm fan of the Crocs.
Now I'm obsessing over the Timberland.
What, the boat shoes?
Yeah.
They're really nice.
I want to buy shoes there in Merugo. Somewhere out for that.
Masning what is it that you wanted? Birkenstocks? You got a pepper. What about then I got a Birkin?
With white socks. That shoes. What's that? What is that? Those? Yeah, I look good, but I have money, so I just don't want to look good.
Unyaza maisane.
Oh, yo, we're not cheap. Nenga cheap. Sir.
Let me do the box of thing I wanted.
The box of what?
There's a box on the counter. And a plastic. The dog I'm going to Yo, Vanna. Did you guys switch off?
Yep.
It better. Me acting like I'm gonna pour petrol is wild. I was about to ask you to pour some. Off we go. I have to go get ready at my friends because of the water situation. Baby, I packed every shoe I own. Why? Mine is just my friends and I. Your car's locked. Zila Kali.
So I should probably vlog Z as well.
Yes.
Looking for the car keys. No. Who's the driver?
Do it again, maybe.
To deal with it. Rosa like I can be like how to be in Tirodian.
That's a camera.
Hey,
Let's go.
hey,
We'll work around this.
hey, Robert Bizur. That's the issue.
Mananke babe. Agarbar.
Kuba re mo le rona kwa selo ja borena. Ene udi le jo je dintsi. Masila legana, so I had to improvise. No, we thought Masila lady am a to ragarepa each chair. Yeah, but no. Giguile blan.
It is so cute.
The blue and the white.
It's doing exactly what we wanted. It's so good. Hi everyone.
Zaza modo figure out tigilichi.
Hi guys. Hi. I love it.
Given the tea candle somewhere mara ankara in a jar giving kizinyaga giving. Because I'm thinking it'll add like ambience.
I will.
Ne?
I will.
Arrow dia rabuse. Oda na kwagir. Okay. Giliche.
Which has Charlie? Foundation? You know, blending. First, condition. Nasty, que girl swagger. Let me see if I will make his hair better. Sometimes I think just so I can feel it. Ready for those flashing nights. I'm your biggest fan of fire. Until you love me, Papa. Y'all gotta play that song for me today because it's like in my head. Ha! Why don't you tell me? Marina. Ragazzi italiani, girls. Lemon, listen. Phone yala bekhona ngakutaka mama ha ukhono posta lu lazare ya do posta lu zazile kamka moshe ke mfone da r yena ku plaza anazidia bani
Because the jack is Pascali.
It was about Obasanjo the night. I don't know.
I'm going to then I'm Michelle Pascali or bad. Margarana needs for sure look fit a guy no I said it.
She gave Ambuja really one that I didn't know colleague something, anything. You depending on no colleague, do you know? I couldn't show Mamma, was it again? Look how much you just dress up.
I leave one pressure and then try a summer. Wash one. I said, because I was your show on banana. I said,
what's the matter?
Madam, it's nice, no kind.
I don't know what is it. Because I'm not going studying what I use. I said, goes.
Focus it more than one hour catching of fall.
No, Baba, and I always have. Why do I feel like you have white shoes? But I know I do. Yeah. Yes, a bunch of.
Yes, you and now.
Memo. I want memo. If I see that girl, you got provide.
Yes.
As how I am Shimon, otherwise you look like that neighbor of mine. Eventually, who's an go so.
You know, no, no. I was over, but I can't remember when you just connect.
Oh, I can pass some of us.
No, but they can just get me care of one.
Hey, I was taking a pass. I'm like, I can't idea.
I want to remember that.
How about you?
Yes. I'm not sold.
I'm
not sold.
Do you think she needs a black skirt?
Yes.
Or a white top, ne?
Yes.
One of the two.
I better sketch cake.
Unako.
Let's go get.
I'm walking out here again. No, we can't anything like it. Are we about to be twins?
Oh,
And we are twins! Hi, Capricorn!
hello, I'm Ingrid and I made some juicy grilled chicken inspired by Chef Makamu on TikTok and made to cook on Instagram.
Hi, I'm Didi. I brought the beef stew and the recipe is from Wood's Taste magazine. I forgot the author, so I'll put it somewhere here.
Hi, I'm Masako and I made savory rice by Grace the Cookist, and I also made the famous Kiwi dessert. Yes, of my word. Hi, I'm Magoma. I made a beetroot salad by Chef Didi.
Hi, my name is Shi and I made this pretzel bag butternut by David Hicks, published by Wood.
find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards, she says, hey man, there were just too many days. When our good intentions only got in the way. And I almost never know what I should say.
Neno gigile. Zozo inkisinyaka guys. Gaba gara plastic e blue up. The bends, the paintbrush, some other stuff, but we ended up not needing them. Let's have a look at the scrapbook, or the beginnings of. I need to stick these down in another book. The beetroot salad I made up on the spot in a way, mixing up a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to have to write the ingredients and the instructions and send it to the other girls, and they'll write it down. Gorgeous. The stickers are product I'm working on. I'm trying to find some way that's gonna do them for me exactly how I want, but this was a good trial run. It's the potato, leaving notes for little things like here, adding the submission name, like the person who submitted this recipe, things like that. I didn't get to use the stickers I wanted to use that were used up when I had my turn already. Same here. Also, the primary colors are not my vibe, but it's what we had to work with that was affordable. I'm a pastel girl. Okay, chicken. I love this mint and green. This is more me, these colors. Then we start to lose me right here, but I made it work. With the dessert, I went because it was a berry jelly. See, we just finished that, but it wasn't really like, you know. Yeah, this one we didn't get to have because Cluny was not well, or her child was not well. The butternut as well, they didn't print my butternut stickers, so I just made you. Yeah, I like the non-complicated color story going on here. I wish this blue thing was not here, but this note was made in blue, so I used it. I'm fit to authentic. I go know about this already. People are dishing up, getting ready to go. I'm fit to.
What do you mean?
Potato. I say get but come on, I have like three little things, and everybody nyaga bumamula banyago. Banyaga udori ya bile msibiri. Here's mine. Here's my little to go. Hey, come get. I never double nalu fitile. 2 minutes nyana yela. I've got like 3 pieces. I'm good. I have some beef at home. Yes, I do. I got some. Bargamani on 20. But come boy. Hey, zamunjela puma Give a ni chomia when I lie go Luigua when I had broken. The only thing in my head time. Go to Veria. Give Mujiger Rives again, Kuja again, Kuja. Reverse, I go my camera. Venir or Barsi, I could be because my camera all loud. Man, push time and I'm going to We're gonna the usual suspects.
And when you go, I will fall back apart.
Say bye, vlog. Bye, vlog.
All over the yard.
Leftovers, so you know it's even better today, right? It's so good.